All right, let's get started. So, welcome back. Gonna do something a little differently. I know I said I wasn't gonna be doing this right away, but I decided to change my mind. I think I will be building a couple of the miniatures from the world of Deuslair from Dragons and Lasers. So, let's just do this without any further ado. Now, we are not going to be building all of the models in this particular kit. We're just going to be building a couple of them. I just need to figure out which ones. Think we're going to try to do these ones here. We're going to put those ones aside. Mostly, I think. Yeah, I think mostly those three. Now, I know I mentioned in my previous video that there were no instructions with it. Well, that's partially incorrect. There's no paper instructions, but if you go on their website, you can find their manual, which I'm hoping that pops up in screen. And from there, you can go through their whole set and see how everything is built. So, we're going to be building a couple. So let's start off with this Royal Commander. And to build that, we also need some tools. Now, a friend of mine recommended this set. I got this on Amazon for like 30 bucks. But it basically contains almost everything you could need. Now, let me just hide that for a minute so we can just quickly go over this kit. Now, again, we will not be needing everything in this kit. Like, I don't think I need a small putty knife. I will be needing cutters to cut those sprues. A sanding block, generally for fingernails, but they work for miniatures too. A little screwdriver, won't be needing that. Tweezers, I shouldn't be needing that. A miniature drill set, like handmade drill set. I know people in the Warhammer community will often drill gun barrels to make them look more realistic, or drill small holes so they can put magnets in. Again, shouldn't be needing that. We also have a very, very sharp pointy knife. We might be needing that. We've got different types of files. Should just be needing the sanding block. I shouldn't be needing these. If I was going through more harder material like metal, then I'd probably use those, but this is plastic. Another nail file. Another nail file. All of these nail files come in different grit. So I ideally shouldn't be needing all of them. Very, very fine tip pen. Shouldn't be needing that either. Ruler, spare blades, and we also have ourselves a mini Dremel with its bits. Again, shouldn't be needing that, so we're just going to put that away. Like I said, this kit was pretty cheap for what you get. And my friend suggested that if there's tools there you like, then you can replace them and buy new ones later. But again, mostly it should just need the clippers, the files, and maybe the knife. It would also help if you had something to put them all together with. Tammins Extra Thin Cement. Friend also recommended me this as well. Big difference between something like this and super glue. Basically, this stuff will actually melt the plastic so that the two of them kind of more will bond into each other. Well, super glue is just an in-between material that will harden. Now, I've heard mixed results with Gorilla Glue. For regular uses, I'm sure it's fine. But some people say it leaves a residue. Well, this stuff is basically no residue at all. No, I'm hoping I can try and just clip these, and I hope they kind of just snap together. But now that I'm taking a closer look at them, no, I think these are all going to require glue. But yeah, so let's get started. Let me put back up the instructions. So we have here first a Royal Commander. We need to find Runes of Deuslair 1, F1, and F2. Now they're very fine little marks. Here we go. Here's an F1. Now you definitely do not want to clip the model itself. You want to clip a bit higher up. And then we can just file the extra material off later. We're just going to take off. There we go. So we want F1 and F2. Where is an F2? B1, G4. Do not see an F2. It could be on one of the other sets. Like they have like a front set and then maybe a back set. F2, F2, F2. That is a different F1. Okay, there is more than one F1. Let me go back to this other one. E1, F5, C1, E2, A2, A1. Here we go, F2. Help if I didn't drop things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, these guys definitely need glue. They do not snap together. Although it will kind of hold itself, which is nice. All right. Now we want F5, which is his head. I think I saw that. Yeah, there's an F5. You be careful because this is a very, very tiny piece. Okay, I'll have to clip off more of that material around the neck area. Then after that, we want an F4 and an F3. F4. And an F3. G5. F3, yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much all the pieces for our first miniature. Now let's clean up these sprues, moving as much of this extra material as we can without trying to damage the miniature itself. And we'll take the nail files to it after. Okay. I'm just hearing the little chips fly off and hitting things. Hope I don't get one of these in the eye. Okay, anything on the head? Yep. Shield. Okay. Now, I just want to check one little thing before I start gluing everything together. Now, there are some models that actually have interchangeable parts. And, well, once you glue it, you're pretty much stuck with it. So I think that's mostly going to be those two. I think all of the other ones... I don't think any of these ones are those. So that's fine. We will just glue him as is. So for this... So let's see if we can get the sander a little. Let's see if we can... Very carefully, let's start with... urge just to keep clipping grows. But you don't want to take off too much material. Give me that one. You know, I was thinking I didn't want to use that little electric Dremel. I just might. So you know what? Give me that kit again. Yeah, I kind of want this bit, this very, very fine tip one. All right, let's see how well this works. Huh. And you know what? There was that pointed file. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. Because I really want to get something right there on that tip. We'll get another one right here near the tip. Give me the very, very fine one. Now, another thing I could do, just to take off the material, is to use this knife and just try and just shave it. But be very, very, very careful. You should always try not to cut towards yourself, because if this slips, I'm going to slice my hand open. Just try and keep my fingers away from it. Yeah, you know what? That's actually working a lot better. Yeah, that's working a lot better. I think I'll just use this instead. Yeah, that shield's way better. And that was way faster than using that. Those are still good, and that. But we'll put them aside for now. So shield is good. Let's take another look at the sword. Luckily, my eyes are still really good. Just slowly shave. Be patient. I've heard the phrase, if it feels like if it's going too slow, you feel like you're not making any progress, you are, and you're doing it correctly. If you're going fast, you're probably going to make a mistake. It's the mistakes that you then have to live with. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. There we go. Let me come back on this side. Now, the thing is, I'm pretty sure his head... Yeah, his head blocks the majority of that, so I don't need to go too crazy there. Where else was the sprue attached? His feet. If you want him to sit flat on a base. Ooh. Careful. Watch the finger. Watch the finger. Okay. Head was that little spot next to his skull. This is very difficult to get into this area without taking off way more material than you want. Just gonna go, again, very slow. There's like a natural line I can kind of follow from the other horn down. That would be great. There we go, that's much better. Now, there is also this little nub on the underside of the skull. I know it's very difficult to see, but that little nub is going to sit in the neck. This way the head fits a lot easier. Okay. Just try and take off just a little more. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Lastly, the cape. Very good. Yeah, I kind of scratched up this side, but that file was probably better just to use this knife. All right, yeah, I think I'm happy with that. And just so I don't accidentally slice my hand open when I'm not paying attention, let's put the cap back on. All right, so basically this arm gonna go there. Yeah, it's not gonna go on that one, or else this one. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. If I put it on these two nubs. All right, so let's pull out our extra thin cement. Just bought this stuff earlier today. The weird thing is, you could go online, buy 2 bottles of this for like $30. I went to a local hobby shop, $7 each. Always check your local game stores. Don't always resort to buying things online. Okay. So we're just going to put like a very faint drop there and there. And we're just going to hold that. I don't know how long I have to hold this. I'm going to assume maybe a minute. Ooh, God, this stuff smells like nail polish remover. It does say that the vapor's extremely flammable. Vapor's harmful. So, note to self, don't breathe that. Okay. Just a little bit of pressure. And I'm not going to pull on it too much because I didn't apply that much glue, but it feels secure. Okay, next is the head. It's going to go right there. I guess we'll just probably put it right on the little hole. Very, very tiny amount. Okay, and we're just going to hold that for a minute. I don't even have to hold it that... Oop, nope, never mind. I was about to say, you don't even have to hold it that long. That is a mistake. Yes, you do. Okay. Again, do not breathe in the vapors. There we go. Okay. And we're going to give that a minute to just sit, and we're going to take a closer look at some of these other instructions. So next would be a royal guard. Okay, this one looks a bit more complex. Yeah, you basically got to cut all his legs free. Now, what do you mean? Oh, okay, it's showing different poses. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So, for example, you could put like a running pose, put a bigger weapon on him. Okay, we might skip this one because I don't know what I want to set all these different guards up to. I just kind of want to do the ones that are a bit more simple. That basically you set it up once and you kind of leave it alone. Yeah, so we'll probably do that one next. Okay. You should have sat long enough. Okay. So there. Then we have our shield. Yep. So we'll put another drop in that socket there. Then we'll hold that there for a minute. Okay. Another thing I was actually thinking about, the reason why I also have that bottle of Gorilla Glue Super Glue, what if I did want to change them? It would be a lot easier to take apart the super glue than it would be this. Because basically, once your plastic is melted and your pieces bond together, there's really no breaking them apart. Not without physically cutting them in apart. Which I really don't want to do that. Yeah, this stuff actually holds on pretty quick. It's good. But I was thinking if I did some... Just trying to see how this one goes on. Yeah, like that. Okay. I'm just going to put another drop in here. Not even putting in a drop, or just kind of like wetting that spot. And then we just hold that. This one would probably be the most brittle of all the joints. Oop, no, never mind. The head's starting to come off. I was just about to comment, oh, that head's actually really holding on. But nope, I think I just broke it. Okay. Just going to hold this sword arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, not really. Yeah, that's how I want to hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's still a bit wobbly. I might need to apply some more. Let me just check that head again. I might have to just rip the head off if it hasn't bonded that right. Let's put a little more in here. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's give it another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the weapon holds. All right. Let me just check this head. It's trying to hold. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna have to rip this band-aid off. Yeah, so you can actually see very, very closely. It was starting to melt the plastic there. I'm just gonna put a tiny, the tiniest drop extra in there. We're gonna reapply that head. As soon as I feel it starting to grip. Oh, great, now the shield is even starting to move. There. All right, yeah, just hold them like that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me just double check this shield again. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, crap. All right, let's do it again. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's not holding. Oh, there we go. Now it's starting to hold. All right. That is our first miniature built. And we're going to put this guy aside so he can like fully harden and cure. Just going to put you right there. And he does stand on his own. That's pretty cool too. That's good. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're going to skip the Royal Guards. There's many different ways to set them up. Let's do Princess Ker'ubo. All right. Okay. Well, there's I4. So we'll just take I4 now. Now, another thing is I've been actually meaning to build these miniatures for quite a while now, but they've just been sitting on my table for well over a week, just sitting there taunting me, just calling, just build us. You make us whole, Isaac. Make us whole. No, my name is not Isaac. I'm quoting Dead Space. I3. I don't know. I've just been been in a bit of a rut lately. Kind of bored. But not bored enough to do things. Just kind of just sitting there and kind of just screwing around on my phone. We also want I1. Where is I1? I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. Okay. There's a lot more pieces to this one. Some of these sprue pieces might get in the way. We're definitely going to have to take the knife and shave off some material. But it looks like glue her hair on there. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's take off some of these extra sprue pieces here. Okay. So you're going to clip on there onto the back. We also have a weapon. Big sword. It's going to go... Let me take off the hair piece for a second. Okay, so it looks like the sword is almost going behind them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like that. It's kind of hard to see still. But they're basically holding the sword just behind their head, just above their shoulders. And their hair is just going to be just below that. So that's going to be a real pain in the butt to try and put together. But, oh, actually, I see. There's a little spot in the back of the hair. I think. Yeah, and there's a little spot on the back of the sword. Okay. So you kind of sandwich the hair in between. Okay, I see, I see. Okay, so, alright, so we got those. What piece after that? Okay, and we got a leg. I2. I2, I3. Looking for I2. Here we go, I2. Ah, poop. Of course, a piece of it has to come off and then go flying. Luckily, I see it. Give me a moment. Nope. All right, we're okay. Done that leg piece. Okay, I definitely have to cut off more of this. Ooh, that came off actually very clean, which is good. There we go. All right, now we'll take our knife. This feels like it's getting loose. I want you tight. There we go. Let's start shaving off any remaining sprue pieces. And attempt to do your best to cut away from you. In case the knife slips. Okay, that's not put my finger right there. Okay. There's a little piece here under the arm. There we go. All right. So let's go back. Page. So it's hair first, then arm. Let's clean up the hair. Okay. So we're going to need 2 drops this time. One in the top of the head and one in the back of the head. Or one in the back of the head and one in the back. Help if I could talk sometimes. Oops. Hope I didn't drop it. Okay. And we'll hold that for a few seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And then after that, it's gluing this arm there into that little spot at the back of the hair. There we go, like that. Ooh, it's a bit difficult to show off without my finger blocking it. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, like that. Okay, so let's put our next drop of glue. Now we need one on both pieces. We need another piece on the back of this hair. We need one on this arm. There we go. And now we continue to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I just noticed the sword has skulls carved into it. This reminds me of the Crucible sword from the Doom remake, or from the Doom remaster remakes. That blade was pretty kick-ass. All right, now that's holding. So there we go. Come on, autofocus. I know you can do it. There you go. We just gotta put a leg on. And this model's done. Oh, we also need bases, which I haven't done bases yet. I might do bases separately. Yeah, so this way it's basically as if she's kind of like doing like a jumping or like a run or a jump. Yeah, I think that's how it's basically going to go. And oh boy, this video is almost another hour. Wow, I thought this took maybe 30 minutes, not an hour. So I guess maybe we'll just do the 2 minis, and I'll do another set of minis in a separate video. 'Cause, man, I did not expect time to fly like that. But I guess when you're having fun, time flies. There we go. There's a little spot in the belt that kind of locks into the thigh, which makes it easier to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7. I also have to cut off more of that sprue on that part of the sword, hoping once it's fully glued, it will be easier to do so. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, a tool, and a 1. And there we go. That's 1. And let's grab our commander. And that's 2. 2 miniatures cut out, glued together. Now again, what am I going to do in terms of bases? Yeah, I think we'll do bases in a separate video. He'll be the easy one. She, not so much. But yeah. Alright, so I guess we'll probably call this video here now. We'll let these guys cure. Make sure that they fully are good to go. Before we try to, ideally later, we will prime them. Paint them. Although, I'd have to look up and see if there's any painting instructions on these. I don't think there is. But that's fine. Nothing wrong with just painting it ourselves, whatever colors we want. But yeah. So, very easy to assemble. These guys cut off real easy. All you need is a decent pair of clippers. And these are, like, no idea. There's no branding or naming on them. I know most model companies come up with their own clippers, their own knives, their own glue. I'm sure all their stuff works just fine. But yeah. But again, these guys went in very easily. With these instructions, 100 times would be a lot easier that way. God, can I talk today? I don't think I can. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So yeah, we'll call it there. Thank you for watching again. I hope to upload this and the next part where we'll probably do, if it's 2 minis a video, it should be doable. But I'll see if I can get these put out in much rapid succession. So take it easy, and I'll talk to you later.